Alright, what up, YouTube? Marley G, COD OG. I'm giving y'all a commentary of my partner gameplay. He went real crazy on the Modern Warfare. My partner WAP, 79 kills right here. Y'all can check it out. But I'm going to go ahead on and talk about more improvements I think Cold War can make. This is my part 2. I felt like I left some things out and I want to go ahead on and cover these things too. So first, I'm going to go ahead on and talk about the stems. I feel like the stems need a real big nerf. I feel like you shouldn't be able to just shoot the motherfuckers inside your ass every motherfucking chance you get. Soon as you get shot, you just hit the motherfucking stem, get cover, and you could just get right back in the fight. And whoever don't got a stem is at a big disadvantage. I feel like stems are good for the game if you want to play with that play style, but at the same time, I feel like you should get at least 2 to use, and then it should be on like a little 3-second cooldown. You know what I'm saying? And I think with that, I think it should be balanced. Now, speaking of cooldowns, I don't think streaks should be on a cooldown. I already talked about streaks in my last video. I feel like it should go back to the regular score streak system, because with this score streak system, it's going to be too much tweaking, too much tuning. It's just going to be too much. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it just take the adrenaline rush out the game. So just go ahead on and go back to the old streak system. I really hope they really do that shit, but if not, fuck it. But with this new streak system, I really feel like they need to go ahead on and just take away the cooldowns. Speaking on the streaks, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about UAV spam. The UAV spam in this motherfucking card is out of control. It's UAVs up every motherfucking time because it's easy to get them. All you gotta do is just motherfucking put that bitch on, and eventually you'll get that bitch. And it ain't no, you know what I'm saying, you gotta really be on the street to get it. Eventually everybody gonna get it. And a lot of streets getting called in at the end of the map, that should just be chaotic. That shit just dumb. That's another reason why I say go back to the old formula that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So also with UAV spam caused the Ghost to be a crutch. I feel like Ghost is gonna be a crutch perk because the UAV spam gonna be out of control. You don't want to get seen on the map, so everybody gonna be picking Ghosts. And then with the perk greed wild card, it's another reason why not to pick Ghosts. So just so many people gonna have Ghosts. So I feel like that just don't give more variety within creating your class. Speaking of creating your class, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about customization of your operator. I think Advanced Warfare and Ghost probably had the best customization of your operator, where everybody could really customize their character to the detail. Like you could wear a certain pants, you could wear certain boots, you could wear certain jackets, certain face paints, you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of different variety. I think that'll really help out differentiate enemies from allies as well. And just, you know what I'm saying, you giving your own swag on your operator. Like, you know what I'm saying, more customization is better. Speaking of customization, I'm going to talk about customization of streaks. Customization of streaks was also in Advanced Warfare. I really think they did that good. And when I say customization of streaks, it's just like you could really put like attachment on your streak. Like just say the chopper gunner, you got the machine gun on it, but you probably can add an attachment that shoot missiles, you know what I'm saying, like the Reaper missile in Modern Warfare 3. I think that'll be a cool idea. You probably could put an attachment on your sentry gun and make it shoot grenade launchers. You probably could put an attachment on the RC car and make it shoot like a some type of shock, some type of thing that could shock somebody, like stun them or something. You know what I'm saying? Just have more variety with the streaks and stuff. Another thing I want to get into is emblem editor and paint shops. Now, I think they really stopped doing this stuff because people was doing crazy ass shit like putting dicks and making racist comments and stuff on their guns and on their emblem and stuff. But you're going to have to deal with racist shit anyway in Call of Duty. This Call of Duty, we've been racist in this motherfucker ever since COD 4. So you're going to have to deal with it anyway. Just give motherfuckers their own fucking swag on how they want to put their guns. Give them motherfucker their own identity. You know what I'm saying? I think they need to go ahead on and go back to that shit. So what if you're going to see some negative ass shit? Oh well. This is motherfucking COD. You know what I'm saying? This shit should be for mature people anyway. Now if kids want to come in and fuck with it, cool. But if they go in and tell their mamas and shit that they seeing negative ass shit, fuck that shit. They got to deal with it. Now, I'm going to go ahead on and talk about multiplayer 6v6. multiplayer 6v6 might be another year of few maps. You know what I'm saying? We had this ever since World War II. We had a little bit of maps in World War II. We had a little bit of maps in Modern Warfare. Now it looked like we're getting a little bit of maps again. And I think I know the reason why they doing this. That they did it in they did it in World War II because they had the extra war map. You know what I'm saying? Plus it was just Sledgehammer. It was a new studio. I don't really think they just knew what they was doing like that in the beginning. And in Modern Warfare, I think they had too little bit of maps because it was just spread too thin. You working on 6v6, but then you still got to work on spec out maps, and then you still got to work on the ground war maps. You know what I'm saying? You still got to work on gunfight maps, and you still got to work on Warzone. You know what I'm saying? Also in Black Ops 4, you had a little bit of maps because they had to work on Blackout. So when you give a lot of modes and a lot of maps, you spread yourself too thin. So somebody not going to get love. And just like in Black Ops 4, a lot of the multiplayer didn't get love because they was too busy working on Blackout. Everybody want to jump on a Battle Royale. Modern Warfare, it was too busy working on goddamn Warzone. So they ain't really just show no love. Out of all the new maps they did come out on Modern Warfare, everybody really just like Shoot House. All the other maps was just remakes or just garbage, or you know, it was just an afterthought. So I really feel like they need to focus on 6v6 more because that's the bread and butter that made COD COD. You know what I'm saying? We need to go back to the roots and look out for the people who really made this franchise into what it is. And if they making these Fire Team Dirty Bomb maps, and if they making these gunfight maps, and if they making these combined arm maps and doing Warzone, yeah, that's cool. But I think all that should be a back burner behind 6v6. I think that's your bread and butter, and I think that's the people who should come first. Another thing that I think they could do with Cold War to improve it, I'm gonna go ahead on and talk about the guns. I feel like when it comes to the guns, I'm not that big of a fan of a shotgun being a secondary. I think it's fun. I think it's, you know what I'm saying, real fun to switch to your shotgun real quick and then just bust a nigga in their ass. But at the same time, I feel like shotgun should be a primary weapon because most people are gonna just have a shotgun on their secondary. I feel like why use a motherfucking pistol when you could use a shotgun and really down something real quick, especially with the way these shotguns kill, especially that Gallo. So I really think the shotguns really need to be put in a primary section. And speaking of the guns, I really feel like they could add more of the Black Ops 1 guns in, like the FAMAS. I really like that. I really feel like they could put the Galil up in there. They added the Commando, that's cool or whatever, but I think they could put the AUG up in there. So as far as the guns go, I'm really liking what I'm seeing, but I'm not really feeling that shotgun as a secondary. Other than that, shit, between what I'm talking about on this video and what I'm talking about on my last video, I think, shit, that could make for a great-ass card. Probably one of the best that I ever played, you know what I'm saying? But, y'all let me know what y'all think. Go ahead on and write down in the comments what y'all think Cold War could do to improve the game to your liking. Go ahead on and like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Yo, somebody nearly got me. Let's go. Please.